Hello, good evening, and welcome to Thingamajig's Racing Channel. And we are back with the Gentlemen's Road Racing Club, their GTCC Season 3 Championship, and it's getting hot. We're going to be covering their qualifying, which is 3 laps, with a reverse grid of the results of the last race. And then we are going to be going all deep into round 16, 17 and 18. And it's the final, ladies and gentlemen. This is the championship decider. And it's exciting. Let me quickly... They're using a selected Group 4 cars that they've tested. And they've added power restrictors to keep everything above board and the cars even. And they've also added a little bit of NOS for your pleasure. Okay, and you're welcome. Don't you worry about it. So the racing this season has been absolutely fantastical, and has nearly broken my voice even on more than one occasion. The championship then. Matteo has taken Norfolk and Talent's place at the top. With 200... Oh, God, I can hardly read that. You're going to have to... I'm using 2 fingers. I'm going to have to go all phone. Hang on. So, Matteo is... Why can't I read it very well? Matteo, my glasses are not working. On 229 points, sorry. Then we've got Norfolk and Talent in second on 225 points. In third, Nifty on 185 points. It's going to be a big ask for him to try and get some sway in that championship. But you never know. Let's not write him off. We've got Gaz in fourth on 167 points. And he's watching his 6 from Max on the Sticks, who's in fifth on 163 points. It's close. Then we have Dry leading the JST championship on 138 points. In second of that championship is Mikey on 131 points. Tight. In sixth of the GTCC 3 championship is 4D on 100. Oh no, hang on. I might have read some wrong points out. Dry, okay, is on 138. Yes. So Mikey's on 132. And 40 is on 131. It's really tight in the middle here, with Kevlar third in the JST Championship on 130 points. So we've got 130, 131, 32, 38, all vying in that middle section of the championship. In the JST, fourth is Chili D on 100 points. Yes. G-Man is fifth in the JST on 85 points. Then we have Fiberman sixth in the JST on 67 points. And then we've got Oban seventh in the GTCC 3 Championship on 64 points. Then we have Greavesy seventh in the JST Championship on 44 points. Yeah, 44 points. Top Taffy is 8th in that championship on 43 points. Then Willie Wynn is 9th on 40 points. And Apricot Charlie is 10th on 15 points. That's your championship. Sorry if I confused you. It makes sense when you look at the table. Just reading it out is makes it sound, well, I make it sound messy. But we know it's tight. It's close. Right then, this is how they'll be lining up for their 3-lap qualifying race here at Brands Hatch. Did I say Brands Hatch? I always leave it too long to leave the track. I should lead with what track it is, especially Brands Hatch. Man alive, you are guaranteed some tight, fast and hard racing when you visit this track. So Greavesy then is the man starting at the front. Fiberman starts in second. We've got G-Man starting in third. Then Chili D is starting fourth. We've got Kevlar in fifth, then 4D starting in sixth. Dry will be starting in seventh, with Max on the Sticks starting in eighth. Then we've got the Gaz in ninth. Nifty starts in 10th. Norfolk and Talent starts in 11th. And Duffman, for the first time this season. We haven't seen him. It's a pleasure. I haven't seen Duffman for the longest of times, and it is very welcoming. And I tell you who we don't see is Matteo. So when I said that Nifty, Matteo wasn't there, was he? So when I said Nifty's got a very long chance of getting into this championship, well, I mean, with no Matteo, he may have a chance if Norfolk Talent has a terrible time. We'll see. But Duffman, welcome. Welcome to the GTCC 3, and it is great to see you. So that is how they line up for this brief qualifying. Ladies and gentlemen, sit down, make yourselves comfortable. We are going all in tip and shaft. Are you ready? Then I shall begin. The lights coming on. Remember, it's a 3-lap sprint for the grid. And they are off. Great start from the front row, but no, the Bertmer Worm makes no move. Looks like G-Man was not at the wheel, so Fiberman then gets himself ahead of the Greavesy in the Renault, and Chili D hangs it out too far. So does Greavesy. Greavesy was out there with him as well. So Max on the sticks propels himself up into second place on the grid in the Bertmer as he chases down the Rocco of Fiberman. Dry up into third, but no, it's a three-way battle with Fordy and the Nifty in amongst it. But it's Gaz. Gaz comes out ahead. Well, I didn't even see him in the mix. And Gaz does come out there in third ahead of the Dry. Some great driving there, I believe, by Gaz. I didn't even see it. It was so stealthy. But Dry's coming back at him now as we come up the hill, but Dry's on the outside. Gaz has got a good line, and Gaz maintains position, but Dry's going for it on the inside. This is a very tricky place to start trying to make overtakes, and the Dry pulls it off and stays on the track somehow, some way. It's like when Palpatine returned. Gaz, though, comes and gets the drive out of the corner and gets back ahead of the Dry as the Dry puts a wheel out, and he cannot touch that accelerator. He cannot touch that accelerator until he's back on the track as he finds Norfolk and Talent relieving him of 6th place. Unbelievable set of racing there as Gaz then maintains that 3rd place ahead of the 40. Fordster coming good with Nifty there in 5th place, looking to grab a good grid position off of 40 as he goes along the straight, and he does. He gets the move done. No, 40 back ahead, and 40 then keeping his foot in there and keeping the Rocco relevant. But Norfolk and Talent slipping one up the inside of the Nifty and nearly getting 40 as well. No contact. Beautiful stuff. Gaz making a small mistake going wide, and now it's all very close and tidy. Max on the sticks has taken 1st place off of Fiberman there as the battle is hot behind Gaz. 40 versus Nifty, and it's again 40 going for the 3rd place on the grid. 40 looking very racy here at the Brands of Hatch, but Gaz says nay. Nay, sir, not today. And Gaz then really wants that 3rd place on the grid as 40 goes for another move up the inside, and 40 no contact, and it's beautiful, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely delicious. And the 40 again a little braver on the brakes as he dabs it into that corner, and Gaz on the outside looking to get the move done, but it's not happening. Nifty and Norfolk and Talent duking it out over the championship, ladies and gentlemen. Dry has trying to recover after we saw him having that small off in 7th. Then we have Kevlar in 8th. We've got the Greavesy in 9th. We've got Chili Doo in 10th. Duffman in 11th, and G-Man is present now. He wasn't at the start. Max on the sticks then goes to start his final lap of the qualifying, and pole position does look like it's going his way. Fiberman in 2nd. 40. Oh, they're still battling it. 40. Norfolk and Talent now. He wants his turn. He wants his turn at the Fordster. 40. He's taken them all on today. It's like he has been sniffing the exhaust fumes, and he is pumped. "Witness me," he screamed. He sprayed silver spray in his face and said, "Witness me." And we are witnessing, sir. We are witnessing. 40 then doing an absolute cracking qualifying here with Gaz chasing him down. Norfolk and Talent dealing with the Nifty, and then we've got the Dry trying to make amends for what went on earlier. And Nifty, the Dry then. Oh, and Nifty's going for a move on Norfolk, I reckon, using a bit of boost there. to try and get himself by the Norfolk and Talent. This is the final lap. This is when they want to expel the rest of the boost. Max on the sticks has already got away with this boost. He's done it. And that must have been that fastest lap on lap 2. Then we have Fiberman. Now Fiberman, fantastic Fiberman for a race. It's his. We see him slip back a few times, but this time he has held position. He has kept it together. But now Fordy is vying for that second place. Fordy, he's getting delusions of grandeur. I'm telling you, what go on? Gaz and Nifty duking it out, and then Max on the sticks then does get pole position. Fiberman grabs himself a fine second place on the grid with 43rd, Nifty in 4th, Gaz in 5th. Oh, Nifty got, hang on, I've got to pause that, that's too much. It's too much, too fast. Wowzers. So Nifty, he got Gaz in the end, so Nifty then up and into 4th, Gaz in 5th. Then we got the Dry. He got Norfolk in the end. Dry starting in 6th. Norfolk and Talent starts in 7th. Kevlar will be starting in 8th place with Chili D in 9th. Duffman in 10th. Greavesy comes home in 11th. And unfortunate for G-Man, he wasn't there at the start, was he? He really wasn't. He's only just started his final lap. So G-Man bringing it around. He must have nipped off to the loo. Maybe Ice was knocking. Maybe he had Ice at the door. And I tell you, when Ice tell you to do something, I would bloody do it, because they're serious, aren't they? They don't mess about. So G-Man making his way around for his final lap. Oh, and I'm just enjoying a hot brew. So G-Man, just ease on round, brother. That was good. It was a good drink. If you care. So then there we go then, G-Man brings it around the final corner, and he will be starting 12th on the grid. Takes the checkered flag. Beautiful stuff. So that's our grid then. There's no need to go through it again. We can just go and look at round 15? 16, sorry. Get myself all mixed up. Let's get ourselves down to the collection and pick up round 16 there. This is the one. Now, don't look at the spoilers. Don't look at the results. Just look at something else. Look at boobs. That's what I usually do if I need to be distracted. Right then, here we are. You're all right now. You can look back. So, we have Max on the sticks, starting on pole position. 12 laps of the infamous Brands Hatch track. Then we have Fiberman starting in second place. The Rocco looking very tidy around Brands here, but Fordy was sniffing at the heels of Fiberman at the end of that race. So Fiberman needing a good start and trying to get away from Fordy and the Nifty behind him. And there'll be no stopping Max, I'm sure, in the that has proven this season to be absolutely lightning fast. Obviously, the car is lightning fast off the grid, but the pilot has to have something to do with that. So, you know, I'm not taking anything away from Max on the sticks, saying it's all the Bimmerwer. But the Bimmerwer is giving him some, 15% boost at the start, maybe? Who knows? Fiberman in second. Then we got Fordy starting in third in the Rocco. Nifty in the Mazda in fourth. We've got the Gaz in the Renault in sixth. Then we got Dry in the High and Dry. Then we got Norfolk and Talent in seventh. He was in the, I think he's in the Rocco. I was going to call it a Golf. There's Kevlar in the Renault. And then we've got Chili D in a Mazda. Duffman is in, I don't know what he's in. What's he in? Is he in a Rocco? I think. I don't know. I honestly can't recognise it. Renault for Greavesy and G-Man in the Bmw. Right, prepare yourselves. Prepare the women. They're gonna go off. The lights are out. Oh, it looks like a slumberly start for Fiberman there. Max on the sticks, flies away. Nifty's up to second with Daldry already sniffing around in that top 4 area. 40 in third, so he only lost a position to Nifty. Not too bad, not too bad, Fiberman. Oh, Fiberman still looks like he's struggling along there for some reason or another. And, oh, what a shame for Fiberman. That was such a good qualifying. He needed a better start than that. Kevlar sniffing around in 8th with Chili D in 9th. G-Man, better start this time with Greavesy alongside, but Greavesy's just relieving him of that 10th place. And Duffman holding back in the Rocco. I thought it was a Rocco. Max on the sticks then. Who is going to stand against the Max in the mighty powerhouse of the Burtmo work? Well, Nifty is chasing him down with 40 in third. The Gaz in the Renault. We've got, what, different cars in the top 4? That's beautiful, man. Absolutely cracking stuff. And the Daldry then coming through in 5th, but he looks like he's dropped away a little bit, and Norfolk and Talon has picked up a huge one. He's a very naughty boy. What did he do? My word. So Daldry then pulling away from Norfolk and Talon, who's picked up a hefty old penalty. Fiberman then 7th. He's going to get that position back. It's not all over for Fiberman. Let it be written that Fiberman is going to make his mends in that with that start and come back in this race. No, he's not, because Kevlar's just made a nice sneaky move up the inside of him in the last corner. But Fiberman's getting a drive down the straight, and it's all going to be about the entry into the first corner, and it is a woozer of a first corner, ladies and gentlemen. But Fiberman doing very well. Paddock Hill Bend, I just was taking the Chili D late on the brakes for Druids and makes it up the inside and on to 6th place in this race. Unbelievable. Chili D having an absolute belter there, putting Fiberman back into 7th, and Kevlar in 8th. Norfolk and Talon, after paying that penalty, has found himself in 9th place, and Greavesy there just behind. Greavesy having a good sniff and a whiff. No, he's not. It's old Duffman having a good sniff and a whiff of the Greavester. And G-Man just staying with the rear derriere, waiting for his moment to make his pass. Max on the sticks is not as easy as he thinks, because Nifty is now giving him a lot to think about, a lot of pressure being put upon the Max here. And Max looks, I mean, he's not in there, is he? Oh, Nifty's out wide, but he saved it. He saved it, ladies and gentlemen. He rode the accelerator. He dabbled in the black arts, and he made it to the road. 40 in 3rd place with the Gaz chasing him down. Now we saw from qualifying that 40 has just got the edge on the Scottish flyer, the Gazmeister, but Gaz there getting a good lap in on that 3rd lap, and now he's looking to dice it up with the Fordster, and he's going for it now up the inside near Druids. 40 though, no, and it is Gaz does make it through, and Gaz was always threatening, but 40 getting a good drive out of the Druids, and now 40 and Gaz side by side, but Gaz is off the road, is he? He's got to be, but he survives somehow, some way, and 40 then looks to get that position back again, but Gaz is not giving it up easily, sister. Daldry hanging around, looking for a way past this little battle he's seeing ahead of him. Chili D flying high in 6th place, but he's got Norfolk and Talon chasing him down in 7th. Fiberman in 8th. Oh, Fiberman now. Kevlar relieving Fiberman of that 8th place, and Kevlar now up to 8th, looking to take a slice out of Norfolk and Talon. Kevlar absolutely pelting it right now in the Renault, and Norfolk and Talon needing to get away from that battle. His championship, he's got a championship on the line here with Matteo. There may not be no Matteo, but Nifty with an outside chance here is up at the sharp end. So Norfolk and Talon, the maths will be going over in his head, and these are worrying times. This is not where he needs to be in the final positions. He's got to get some work done, and all the time he isn't getting past Chili D. He's not getting past Daldry further up the road, and that was rather easy for Norfolk and Talon. Chili D didn't put up much of a fight there, and Norfolk and Talent up and into 6. Oh, Chili D, secret Norfolk Talent fan, doesn't want Nifty to do well, eh? So Max on the sticks then, doing what he can to take the win here with Nifty all over. Nifty knows what the stakes are, and they are high. So Nifty needing to get these wins. He needs to get these wins, especially as now Norfolk and Talent has made up another position further down the pack. Gaz in 3rd place. He's got away from the 40 there. 40, oh no. What happened to thee? And Daldry starting to close in. The Dry doing what the Dry does. So 40 losing a position to Gaz, and very close indeed to Daldry in the high and dry behind him. Norfolk and Talent trying to close in on that battlage because there is a championship on the line. And with no Matteo here, I don't know if they do drop scores or not. So it might be all for naught, but they've got to try, haven't they? They've got to try, god damn it, they've got to try. Restart try. So Max on the 6. It's not easy, is it? He thought qualifying, he thought, hey, if the first race goes as qualifying did, this is not bad. But Nifty is really making a race of this one, and Max on the sticks taken by surprise by the Mazda's pace here, looking very tidy. Oh, and Max on the sticks gets a wobble on in Graham Mill Bend, I think. And Nifty then nips one through, and that is it. The story is written. There's no way back from that, Max. Once Nifty gets his teeth in, they're in. Although we have seen in past championships, Nifty does get a little excited out there in the front, and luck doesn't go his way. Oh, Max again! Pushing too hard, nearly losing the work, and that's great news for Gaz as he can close in and get himself a fine 2nd place in the first race here. Daldry up to 4th, he's done 40. Oh, sorry, 40, I am missing all of your overtakes, but I imagine you don't mind because they're overtakes on you. But Daldry then goes through and up and into 4th place. Norfolk and Talent not close enough at the moment to strike, but we are not quite halfway in this race yet, and there is still time for Norfolk and Talent to work his magic. Kevlar in 7th. Cameraman, wake up. There you go. Kevlar then in 7th place with Chili D chasing him down. Fiberman in 9th and Duffman in 10th. A bit of space between these guys. Greavesy under pressure from the G-Man. G-Man deciding this is the time. It's lap 5, the tyres are okay, fuel's okay. I am going to go on the attack. Greavesy, after doing his fastest lap of the race, he's now getting a little push from G-Man. Nifty leads. Max is closed up nicely to say we saw him make that mistake. I thought that was he was going to be more worrying about the Gaz than the Nifty, but wow, he's right up and upon the Nifty now. And interesting stuff here. Nifty's used virtually half of his can of Noz, whereas Max on the sticks, he's got a nice portion left. Gaz in 3rd, tracking them, ladies and gentlemen. He's tracking them like hunters do. They track their prey first. Nifty then leads this race with Max on the sticks, almost an extension of his car. He's carrying him like a trailer around the Bransov hatch. Gaz in 3rd, Dry. Jesus, that cameraman's been smoking something. The Dry then in 4th with 40 in 5th, and Norfolk and Talent in 6th. Norfolk and Talent getting that fastest lap last time around, and he really is zeroing in on the 40. 40's got to be representing because he is getting closed in. And Daldry 30.7 his last time around, doing very tidy in the high and dry, but it's not going to be enough, is it, to catch the Gaz? Although Gaz 31.2 last time around, so nearly half a second faster than the Gaz. Max on the sticks is almost in the boot of the Nifty. It's a carjacking. But Nifty just about enough to stay ahead of Max. He's getting those purple sectors. So he's doing very fine indeed at the moment in the Mazda. And Max on the sticks. Dropping back a little bit, but he'll be getting a nice toe. He obviously knows his moment. They're trading off purple sectors, this pair, as they make their way around, vying for the lead. We're at lap 7 of 12, and Max on the sticks. It's obvious the pressure isn't working. Sitting on the bumper of Nifty isn't doing a goddamn thing as Nifty takes the fastest lap, but it's Max on the sticks steals it from him milliseconds later. Oh, Max on the sticks though, climbing a little too much over the curbs there, and Nifty humming in his head to take away the distress that Max on the sticks brings. Gaz then in third place, but cannot live with the pace of the guys ahead of him, and the dry also losing a bit of time that last lap, and giving 40 a little bit of hope. Fifth place 40 looks to be wanting to get fourth in this race. Norfolk and Talent in sixth, coming in strong with mid-30 laps. They're faster than the guys ahead of him. And oh yeah, 40 is just closing in on the Daldry now, and whatever ails Dry, it's not going well for him here at the Brands of Hatch at the moment in the high and dry. Maybe that's why Mattia didn't turn up. Maybe he knows how this car reacts to this track and says, no sir, it's not a track for the high and dry. Hyundai, sorry. 40 then fourth with Norfolk and Talent in sixth. Kevlar in seventh, looking like a threat, with Duffman now up to eighth. He's relieved a couple of positions there as he makes his way up through the grid in his debut in this season. Right at the end, he's brought the magic, and it's beautiful. Fiberman in ninth with Chili D. We saw very strong earlier in the race, but he lost a lot of time in the last lap. It looks like he had a big off there, and has dropped back a couple of positions. So Chili D, we know he's got good pace, and he could close in on the guys ahead of him. It looks like Fiberman had a bad lap. This must be how Duffman has raised it up. Born in Philadelphia, born and raised. So Duffman giving it some big beans and making up a couple of positions there. I wonder if Fiberman and Chili D had an altercation. That would be juicy. G-Man has got himself past the Greavesy, and he's getting some good lap times in now. He's feeling it. He's starting to feel it from the Burtmer were here at the Brands. And Greavesy then in 12th. He's had a couple of bad laps on the hop, and he's just clinging on till the end, ladies and gentlemen. Nifty, he's gapped it out. He's gaping. Nifty has got, it's the best of gapes from the Nifty, and he's pulled away from Max on the sticks, and the gappage between himself and Max is nice and large. You could fit a bus in there. Gaz, and it's a 32.6 from Max on the sticks last time around, so it looks like Max on the sticks, instead of applying the pressure, is braking under the pressure of applying the pressure, although he just takes fastest lap, so there you go. But Nifty has nice gappage now with two laps to go, including this one. Hang on, 10, 11, 12. 3 laps to go if you include this one. Max on the sticks in second place, doing fastest laps, but not quite closing in enough. Then we've got the Gaz looking safe for a podium. We've got the Dry in a battle here with 40 and Norfolk. Norfolk starting to close in. He did have better pace than the guys ahead of him. We saw he was pulling in the 30s, although a 34 on lap 8 was not the greatest. And 40 now, 32s, feeling the heat. Oh, and 40's lost the rear end, but he's managed to keep it going. But surely Norfolk and Talent's going to get a better drive out of the corner and go for the move. Unfortunate for 40. He loves a 5th place, does our 40. And now it looks like Norfolk and Talent wants to relieve him of that 4th place as the Dry tries to pull away. We are coming to the end game of this race, round 16, with only 2 more rounds to go. But it is exciting stuff. Norfolk Talent, can he get that 5th place? Nifty needing that win. No Matteo. The championship is big question marks. They don't know what to write on the cup. The engravers standing by, ladies and gentlemen. There may be a delay at the end of this race while we work out what the engraver has to write. So Nifty, what do you mean he's already written Matteo on? Was he? Okay. Well, there you go. So Nifty, I don't know. I haven't looked at the final standings. I don't know who's won this championship, ladies and gents. I'm just joking. It's just a lazy engraver. He heard Matt. He looked at the last table and said, "Yeah, it never changes. War never changes." So Nifty then out there in the lead, and he wrote Matteo and pulled it off. So whoever wins this, they're just going to have to change the name by default. Max on the sticks then in 2nd place. Gaz in 3rd. The Dry in 4th. 40 in 5th. And Norfolk Talent not able to relieve 40 of 5th place there. Although he try, he might. He's the big bad wolf, and he is huffing and he is puffing. But this house ain't made of no straw or twigs. The Dry seems safe in 4th place at the moment, with only we're on the penultimate lap, and it could be all over. And Max on the sticks rolling out those fastest laps, getting it really. Could he get into the 29s? Nifty still early 30s though, so nothing to concern himself with. The gap is there for him as he goes into the final lap, and it is all in Nifty's hands now, with his closest competitor in the championship down in 6th place. Nifty just has to get through 1 more lap of Brands Hatch to take full points. He wants the fastest lap. Look at him. He's going all in, ladies and gentlemen. And a finger. He's gone all in and a finger. So Nifty taking this very seriously. Max on the sticks just could not measure up to the Mazda today in the Burtmer. Gaz solid 3rd place, with Dry in 4th. We've got the 40 in 5th. Norfolk Talent frustration in 6th with that 2-second penalty, remember. And then Kevlar in 7th. We've got Duffman in 8th, with Chili D in 9th, now ahead of Fiberman in 10th. G-Man in 11th, and Greavesy in 12th. But here we go then. No, we've still got a couple of corners to go yet. And Norfolk Talent is very close to 40. 40. Is it going to happen? Can he maintain? He has had to defend 5th place this whole race, to the detriment of being able to go and attack the Dry ahead of him. And it's there. There we go. Nifty takes the win. Beautiful stuff. Does all he can. Max on the sticks is 2nd. Gaz, a fine podium. Take a boo, my son, in 3rd. There's the Dry in 4th place with that early off. It's not a bad comeback. 40 does keep 5th place away from Norfolk Talent, and Kevlar then brings his home in 7th. Beautiful driving. Duffman, debutant in the this championship, comes home in 8th place. Chili D in 9th, but Fiberman did close back in. Fiberman putting up a race for the end here, and it's Chili D then who's just about to grab 9th ahead of Fiberman in 10th, but it was rather close. Greavesy, G-Man bringing it home for 11th place. And Greavesy just a few corners behind. So, as Greavesy turns the final corner, Nifty takes maximum points. Matteo not here, and Norfolk Talent finishing down in 6th place. This could not have been a better scenario, surely, for Nifty. I mean, Norfolk Talent finishing even lower would have been better for him, but it's still taking the win for Nifty. And he's pulling a Max, isn't he? Can he do it on the last round? Max on the sticks. Not that Max, I meant Verstappen. Max on the sticks in second. Gaz in third, with Daldry finishing in fourth. 40 in fifth, and everything is right in the world. And this is before 2026, I think, but it's still right in the world. Norfolk and Talent in sixth. Kevlar in seventh. Duffman in eighth. Chili D in ninth. Five-man finishes in 10th. G-Man in 11th. And Greavesy in 12th. Huge congratulations to Nifty then. Well done, my friend. On to round 17. This is hot, ladies and gentlemen. Hot, hot, hot. There was a band, I think. I think they were called Heat. Yeah, I can't remember. They did a song called Bandages. I used to love it. Bandages in my arms and my legs for you. Bandages, bandages, bandages. Bandages on my neck and the heart for you. Bandages, bandages, bandages. I'm going to have to look. It's Hot, Hot Heat. I think they were called Hot, Hot Heat or something like that. I think I did have an album of theirs, but I only really remember bandages on my arms and my legs for you. Bandages, bandages, bandages. Awesome. They were awesome. Or at least for one song. They got it together to be awesome for one song. So Nifty then starts at the front. So I don't know where that came from, because I said something was hot, hot, and then it reminded me of the band called Hot, Hot Heat. Nifty then starts on pole with Max on the sticks, and we know how that Burtmer starts. It is a rocket off of the line. So, yes, Nifty's got some hard work to do later. Gaz starting in third in the Renault, and then we've got the Dry, which also is a good starter. The Hyundai isn't bad off the line, so the Dry will be aiming to grab at least a position or two from the line. 40 starts in fifth, with Norfolk and Talent with work to do. He's going to have to get busy. Easy whizzy, let's get busy, Norfolk and Talent. What are you doing? You're lounging. Get out the lazy boy. Crack on. Kevlar in seventh. Kevlar's having a fair round today. No, he's been in a couple of races, dicing it up, but today, it's not bad for Kevlar. I imagine he'd take this. Duffman starting in eighth. It's a building point. We think Duffman can propel himself further. So, one to watch in this second race with Chili D in ninth. We saw Chili D pull that absolute manic move into Druids and pull it off. What a great drive. And Chili D will be looking to replicate something like that in this race. Five-man in 10th, with the G-Man starting in 11th, and Greavesy starts in 12th. But it's all about Nifty versus Norfolk in that championship. The Dry, and no, there's no Mikey, so Dry looks like he's got a nice run. Anyway, let's see. There might be drop rounds, it might be nothing. They might have already been done and engraved. And we're off then, and it is Max on the sticks as predicted. Hot off the line, and Dry there. I said one or two, but he's not having Nifty's position, he says. Nifty says no. This far and no further, but the Dry looking to get the inside of Druids, and Nifty looking to defend that position. And it looks like Gaz is out wide there, and 40, Kevlar. What a start from Kevlar, up to fifth there. Rinsing 40 and Norfolk and Talent off of the line, and Kevlar, superb start in fifth place in the Renault. Norfolk and Talent burning on 40, and Chili D in eighth. Greavesy's had a great start up into ninth, with G-Man also good start into 10th. Duffman slipping down a fair few positions there into 11th, as has Fiberman in 12th. So Max on the sticks is the chased, and Nifty is the chaser. Then High and Dry. Do not put out the Dry. Don't forget about Daldry. He is a monster. This season he came in late, but he has landed plenty of good good finishers here. So the dry is not one to mark off of your bingo card for the winner of this race. But Max on the sticks at the moment, after an absolutely amazing humdung of a start, is in first place with Nifty hunting him down in second, the dry in third. We've got Gaz in fourth. He feels that third is his, and he is chipping away at the dry, and the dry is susceptible to making, well, they're not mistakes, he goes a little over the edge sometimes. He goes a little too far with finding where the edge is, and there he's just found an edge, and it wasn't good. And Gaz there closing in nicely. Gaz starting to put the pressure on the dry here, and the Gaz there going for a move up the inside. It's so delicious, it's so beautiful. It is it's just something, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we do this. Oh, is that the Kevlar? Went a little wide and he hit the barrier. So Kevlar, after such a stunning start, has had a bit of a slip there, and the dry losing a position to the Gaz, and it was delicious. They were both so close to each other but so far apart. And Gaz then up and into third, and the dry finding himself back in fourth, with Norfolk and Talent though with aspirations of higher positions coming in. He is moving on up, as the M people used to tell us. Moving on up, I'm moving on out. Nothing's gonna stop me. So dry then having a bit of a conundrum, ladies and gentlemen, because he's got the guys ahead he wants to get back past, but now he's got the powerhouse of the Norfolk and Talent coming in fast and furious from his rear derriere, and Norfolk just asking a little too much from Paddock Hill Bend there, and that might be a little grace for the dry, but no, because he rode that off like it just didn't matter. 40 in 6th place, being chased down by Kevlar, and we saw Kevlar having such an immense start. Well, we didn't see it, but we witnessed the ending of Kevlar's great start up in December. Well, this is YouTube. Go back and watch it. Don't look at what I'm looking at. Try and see if you can see further back. That's what I have to do with Sky Sports. When you see there's something happens in the midfield, and then they play you a replay of the start from the two at the front, and you're just trying to look in the background just for your own sort of review of what happened. G-Man in 9th place, doing nicely at the moment. Improvements. It's all about improvements from the race before, and G-Man is making those improvements. He's closing in on Chili D as well, you know. So G-Man looking to make up some good positions here. Greavesy in 10th, 5-man in 11th, Duffman in 12th. A little bit of a skirmish, one would call it, here at the rear derriere of the pack. And it's beautiful. Duffman finding himself back down there in 12th after starting in 8th is a real annoyance for himself. 5-man in 11th, looking to pull a move on Greavesy. Greavesy finishing last in the first sprint, but finding himself in 10th place at the moment and getting some rather okay lap times. Representable of those around him. That's what you could say. So Greavesy holding his own at the moment in 10th place against 5-man, and 5-man having to play the attack-defend game, and now he's found that Greavesy's made a small mistake, and 5-man's come through and up into 10th place. Duffman follows him through, and what a shame for Greavesy, because Greavesy doing an absolute splendid job. Oh, he's coming to a full stop. There is something wrong with software, hardware, or userware. I'm not sure. 5-man then in 10th place with Duffman in 11th. And Duffman closing in on the 5-man there. Rocco versus Rocco. Max on the sticks still leads from Nifty. Gaz in 3rd place. We'll go back to see, but it looks like all those little blue arrows on the map is all behind them. The race is tight in the midst of this, it seems. Gaz, Daldry and the Talent holding position. No, Gaz has got himself back ahead of Daldry, has he not? No, I think that's fine. I think that's what it was. It looks like Daldry is closing in on the Gaz though. 31-0 from Dry last time around. Norfolk and Talent 31-3, and Gaz managing a 31-1. My word, they take a line through Paddock Hill Bend that just makes me sing, if you know what I'm saying. The Dry in 4th with Norfolk and Talent then all climbing over the back of that high and dry. 40 under pressure from Kevlar. We had a feeling that Kevlar could do it, and he is in his Renault. He's closing in on the Rocco there, and Norfolk and Talent trying to work on the Dry as Gaz tries to get away. Nifty, yellow flags for what? Oh, Greasy's dropped it. I think he's still having user wear problems. Underwear problems, something like that, I don't know. So Max on the sticks then, no overtaking through that section, ladies and gents. The Dry in 4th, Norfolk and Talent in 5th, 40 in 6th. How long can we keep this camera going? Oh, that far. But it was good while it lasted. Kevlar then, I think he's a threat to 40 at 31.9 last time around, and Kevlar 31.7. Little bit faster this time around as well. Kevlar meaning the business. He's using the capitals. He's capitalized the B on business. He's so serious. He's changed the S to a Z. That's how serious Kevlar is about closing in on the Fordmeister ahead of him. So crosses the line, 31.8, not his fastest, but very close. 40, 31.1. So 40's not having it, he says. No, Kevlar, not today. And we've got tightness here. Gaz, Dry, and Norfolk. But Norfolk looks very serious about his intentions here on the high and dry ahead of him. He's not playing. He cannot have Nifty keep finishing in these high positions here and him only getting mid-pack positions. That's not enough points, is it? We can all do the maths in our head. Shall I have another look at what the point situation was? Oh, God. Thing is, I found them hard to read because I am blind. Another year older this year, guys. Closer to death. So what are we looking at? We're looking at Norfolk is ahead on 220. Oh, yeah, no, it's all right. He's got loads of points. 185 for Nifty. So, yeah, I mean, he could afford mid-pack finishes, I think, for 40-odd points. I mean, they do get, what do they get for a win? 20-odd points? I'm not sure. I don't think it's that high. It looks at best 16 points. I bet that's but he's gonna be racking up those points, isn't he, Nifty, if he keeps finishing in high positions, and Norfolk and Talent down here. But we'll see. I haven't read the final table yet. I was leaving it as a surprise for me as well as for you guys. So Max on the sticks is doing a beautiful job, a lot better than the race before. He's cracking on, should we say, not leaving anything to chance. He has learnt from his mistakes before, ladies and gentlemen, and he is keeping it on the up and up. Nifty challenging him, 29s. We never hit it into the 29s in the first race, but this one, Max on the sticks has managed a 29.5, which is impressive, one must say. And Nifty getting a 29.9 that last time around. And then the Dry is up to 3rd, so he has taken the position from Gaz. We saw they were closing in on each other, and closing in they did, because the Dry now up and into a podium position, and Gaz is not having none of that. He's not having that, sir. So Gaz getting his fastest lap the last time around, and Dry also getting his fastest lap, and the Dry hanging it out that Hyundai, and we know he could hang it out too much sometimes, can't he? So one to watch as the Gaz is sweeping around behind him, looking one way and looking the other. It's tight racing. Ooh, someone's in the chat. I thought I was all alone out here in the wilderness. Out here we are stars, or something. I can't remember what Jim Morrison said. G'day, Thingy. Hello, Razor. How are you doing, sir? I bet it's lovely and hot where you are. We've had such a cold spell here in the United Kingdom. And so, yeah, it's effing freezing. I had to put a heater in the outside house to keep the refrigerator going. We've got a little outside cubby where we keep the refrigerator. And if it gets too cold, the refrigerator stops working. I guess it makes sense. It probably thinks it's cold enough. Why do I need to do anything? But yeah, so I've had to put a little heater out there just to keep the refrigerator going. It seems madness to me, but that's what you have to do. So Max on the sticks out there in first place with the Nifty in second, but there's just nothing Nifty can do here, is there? Max on the sticks is absolutely planting it every lap around, and Nifty is just chasing his tail. Dry is ahead of the Gaz, but Gaz is always a threat. And Norfolk and Talent, he's got the pace, it seems, but he just cannot get some traction in this race. And Gaz going for an outside line, trying to cut up the inside of Hyundai. Isn't going to work. And Daldry there still holds third place. Up into Druids is another opportunity, but Norfolk and Talent now. He wants to waste no time with this. He has closed right in from this racing ahead of him. And now we have a three-way battle for third place. It is beautiful. Beautiful to see. Fordy still keeping that distance away from Kevlar behind him as the dry. Now you get a good feeling that Gaz has got a good run. Razorback saying it's so hot, I'm loving it. And he says he doesn't miss the cold. No. It's been my heater's busted in the Focus as well, the Ford Focus heater, and it's an easy fix apparently, but I am too lazy to do anything about it. I'd rather just put a coat on. So yeah, I've got no heat in my car. I drive an hour and a half to work every day. I've got to go. It takes me an hour and a half to get there, an hour and a half to get back. I work nights, so I'm travelling at like 5 in the morning on the way home. I have to have the window open so the windscreen doesn't mist up. It's not fun. It isn't fun, but it still hasn't compelled me to try and fix the problem. Ooh, and this is the one for Gaz. Gaz gets it done. Gaz gets it done. Gets himself up into third place with the dry in fourth. And Norfolk and Talent just gets to watch all of this unfold ahead of him. Oh, the dry's out wide and Norfolk and Talent makes his move. And the dry, oh no, head up boy. Chin up lads, it's not all terrible. Dry your eyes mate. I know that something isn't what they said now. So just walk away, yeah. Dry your eyes mate. I do know the song, but it's been a long time. There's a lot of 90s and early 2000 references in this song. But they're old. They're the same age as me, if not older than me. They know these. Why does it always rain on me? Is it 'cause I lied when I was 17? So Max then, absolute masterclass of the brands of hatch drive in the Bertmer were. And Max on the sticks was not messing about. So he's left Nifty for dead. And the Gaz then in third with Norfolk and Talent chasing him down in fourth. We got the dry in fifth. The dry, oh my word. He'll be seething in that Hyundai. 40 in sixth. And Kevlar still chasing him down though. We've still got a couple of laps to go. It's not over and done with yet. So Kevlar chasing down Fordy at the moment. Fordy with a 1:32.5 and Kevlar 32.2. So Kevlar is coming back now in his Renault against Fordy's Rocco. He's a Rocco, isn't he? Yeah. So Kevlar really interested in that sixth place that Fordy's got at the moment. And the dry, he's going to have to pick it up and go back against the Norfolk and the Gaz. Nifty at this point, I just don't think he can catch up with Max. Max is a masterclass. He's driving on the absolute edge, 29.4. Nifty just can't keep it in. He's had a little dab, should I say, into the 29s, but on a whole, he can't match that pace that Max is putting out there. Gaz is in for one of the biggest challenges he has faced so far in his racing career, and that is the Norfolk and Talent is looking to get that podium, and this hasn't worked out for Nifty points wise. Norfolk as well. Oh no, the dry's dropped down even further, and he's gone. His head, he needs to give his head a wobble. He's lost it altogether, and Fordy then is fifth, and that is all is right in the world when Fordy is fifth. We're on to the final lap. Kevlar in sixth. Chili D gets past the dry, and the dry though, no Mikey, so it doesn't really matter with points wise what the dry scores, I think. G-Man in 9th, Duffman in 10th, Fiberman in 11th. We've lost someone. We lost Greavesy, I believe. So Max on the sticks. On the final lap then, ladies and gents, who's in trouble? Gaz is a little bit in trouble on the final lap. It's Fordy. No, Kevlar. Kevlar just tracking Fordy. Can't actually put the fight on him. Chili D, great job for 7th place there, with the dry dropping back even further, and the dry there having issues. G-Man under pressure from Duffman here. Duffman coming up to challenge the driver, but meanwhile Max on the sticks brings it around the final corner and takes the win of round 17 here. Beautiful drive, a masterclass, one could say. Nifty bringing it home in second, safe second, good drive. The Gaz under pressure. Norfolk really does want them points, but the Gaz is trying to maintain, but Norfolk gets the drive out the final corner and gets 3rd place. Great drive from Norfolk and Talent. Poor Gaz missing out there on the line in 440. Grabs 5th ahead of Kevlar, and Kevlar very close in the end there for that 6th place. Chili D bringing it home for 7th. Great dark drive there for the Chili of D's. And Dry losing it all about 2 laps from the end. And G-Man keeps it ahead of Duffman. The man's man off. And G-Man come out ahead of Duffman. And Fiberman. Oh yeah, all mans. Another Fiber. They're all superheroes down here. Coming home in 11th, and we lost out with Greavesy. He's gone altogether, unfortunate. So Fiberman rounds it out of all the mans at the end there for 11th. And I believe it's a reverse grid for the final extended race, ladies and gents. Extended race. So Fiberman should be on pole unless the Greavesmeister decides to come back. It may have been some sort of hardware problem. Oh, we saw, no, he was having problems, wasn't he? He was at the side of the road. Yeah, he must have had to quit out. I think his wheel broke. That's usually the culprit. It's those pesky wheels. I like you. I'm sitting next to mine, so I'm just giving it a little pat, saying, don't break. Please don't break. I thought it had over Christmas. It needed a firmware update, but my word, it scared me. Right. Let us move on to the final race as briefly, as quickly as possible. Round 18 then, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. I think it's been a 6-week championship. I am so far behind. They've probably done another championship since this. This is what it all builds up to. This is like a Marvel universe. Don't look at the results. This has been like a Marvel universe. It's all built up to this. All of the pawns, the players, the pieces are all in place now. And it's a reverse grid. So Fiberman, and we're doing 15 laps. Is that much longer? What were we doing? 12? Yeah, maybe. So 15 laps of the brands, and Fiberman starting us on pole in the Rocco. Duffman in his, I think he's in a Rocket as well. He's in a Rocco. G-Man in the Burtmo were. Remember, they start very well. He could be leading into the first corner and could also be the dry because they start well as well, the high-end dies. Chili D starts 5th. Kevlar starts in 6th place. 40 in 7th. Gaz in 8th. Norfolk and Talent in 9th. Nifty in 10th. Max on the sticks starting from 11th in a very fast start in Burtmo. So he'll be looking to jump, I'm guessing, Nifty and Norfolk at the beginning of this race. Maybe the Gaz if he's lucky. So, without further delay, for the final time, and don't worry, the Gentleman's Road Racing Club will return to the Thingies channel. I don't know when, because it's January and February, very busy at work. We've got a race car to build, and we're taking it serious. So, yes, it might not be till... There might be a little scaling back until I'm not as busy with the work. It's because they told us we've got to start doing 12 hours and at least a day at the weekend. So that's how busy we are. I don't know when I'll have time to stream. So it's a race on here for the final time, and it's a bit of a slow start there for Duffman. Duffman seeming to be getting caught on the line. G-Man absolutely pelts it into the first corner, and I said he could possibly do that, and he has. Fiberman under pressure from the dry there. The dry up the inside. No, not happening, Fiberman says. No sirree. And Gaz getting caught out there in the Renault, but he's still in 4th place. I saw his car was stepping out on him, and Fordy manages to relieve him of the position, but that's all. It could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot worse. Chili D in 6th. Duffman in 7th. A poor start for Duffman. Dropping him back. Norfolk and Talent, Kevlar. Norfolk and Talent having a cracking start there, up to 8th place. Kevlar in 9th. Max on the sticks only managed to get past the Nifty in the BMW, even though he's going to work on Kevlar right now and not quite doing it. He's had to drop back. He's had to drop back behind Kevlar. Couldn't do it. And Nifty then, I'll be keeping an eye on that Norfolk and Talent because he's riding high, sister. G-Man, come on, G-Man. 15 laps, you can do this. Go for it, sir. And Fiberman, your rear gunner, he's going to hold up the tidal wave behind to give G-Man a good chance. Come on. Let's go, as the young ones say. Fiberman in 2nd, dry. Then we've got some shuffling here. Gaz managing to get that position back from 40. Chili D in 6th, but Norfolk and Talent slipped down somewhat, has he not? He's going for it now, up into 6th. But I thought Norfolk and Talent was a bit higher than that. But oh no, he was in 8th. He had a good start, that's why. So even more progress. There's a move here. There's a move here. Dry going for the outside of Druids and making it stick. So the Hyundai is up into 2nd place now with a clear run at the BMW ahead of him. Fiberman in 3rd now with the Gaz in the Renault, ready to make his move. And he's going for it already. Oh no, Fiberman braking rather late for that hairpin and ending up into the barrier as Gaz progresses up into 3rd. 40 now in 4th. Norfolk and Talent in 5th. Chili D in 6th. Kevlar in Chili D 7th. What's happened here? Max on the sticks must have just made the move on it. Max on the sticks is making short work of the pack, ladies and gentlemen, as he heads towards 5th place. Max on the sticks in 6th. Chili D in 7th. Kevlar in 8th. Nifty also trying to get through the pack in 9th. Duffman as well, 10th. And Fiberman, and we saw having that off. But it's not all over. He can still see the riders ahead of him. Lap 2 of 15, and the dry is trying to relieve G-Man of the first place, and he does so as Gaz as well, getting a good drive. Gaz going for it as well. No. Can we see a 2x2 into the first corner? Gaz goes into Paddock Hill Bend, absolutely fully loaded, ladies and gentlemen, but the dry fancies it for the Druids as he comes up the inside of the Renault, but Gaz is fighting hard, and Gaz then maintains. Beautiful. Gaz then now leads with the dry in 2nd. We got G-Man in 3rd, 40 in 4th. We got Norfolk and Talent in 5th place. And Max on the sticks all over the rear derriere of Norfolk and Talent. Ooh. There's more chat from Razorback. Will you be covering season 2 of our Manufacturers Cup? I'm not sure. I've only just read Amtrak's message about how we, what and why, and yeah, like I said, I'm very busy January and February, so yeah, I'm going to message Amtrak maybe after this. And just ahead then we've seen, oh, G-Man slipping down. G-Man in 5th now. Max on the sticks goes around. No, it's not done yet. G-Man putting up a fight for it. And that's a beautiful sight here at Brands Hatch as the sun dips. We don't often see a sun. Kaz got it wrong. I'm sure it should be grey all the time here at Brands. No, we get the odd nice day. Sometime in April. So Max then on board as he goes for an outside line. No, he's going to cut through and then go for the inside. It's not working for him. And now he's found himself in a really dodgy position for Graham Hill Bend. He's had to back out of that one. And G-Man putting up a good fight against the BMW driver. I think now he's going for a move on the hairpin, but it's not happening for him. Gaz still leads from the dry. 40 in 3rd. Norfolk and Talent is in 4th. And now we've got a nifty in our rear view mirror for Max on the sticks as he makes a, I wouldn't say a meal because G-Man put up a great fight there. But now he has made the move on G-Man. Max on the sticks then in 5th place. With Gaz leading the way. Gaz leads the way with Dry in 2nd. We got 40 under pressure now from Norfolk and Talent. 40 up into 3rd place. Max on the sticks gets it a little sideways over the curbs. G-Man putting up a real fight here at Brands Hatch final race. This is the final race of the season for these guys before their, I guess, Christmas break, even though we're over past Christmas. That's how behind I am. And nifty then. Crossing the line, 6th place. Ahead of G-Man, and Kevlar follows him through in 7th. G-Man in 8th. Chili D in 9th. Duffman in 10th. And Fiberman in 11th. But Gaz is the man in the lead, and the Dry is trying to change that. Norfolk and Talent in 3rd place. Oh, it's a bit of a skirmish down here. Max on the sticks trying to get that 4th place from 40 now. Norfolk and Talent already getting past the 40. And 40 says, no, sir. No, sir, you'll have to do better. You'll have to do better than that. So Max on the stick still in 4th as 40 tries to go. And he's going to try and get that 3rd place back, surely, from Norfolk and Talent. Norfolk and Talent getting good headway in this race so far. He's got the Dry and the Gaz ahead of him. We're on lap 5. We're a 3rd into the race, ladies and gentlemen. And it is still going off. Nifty still fancies his chances here as he uses a bit of noz to close in the guy on the guys ahead of him. Max on the sticks climbing all over the rear derriere of 40, but 40 shall not be passed easily. He is defensive today. Elbows out, 40. Fight for your right to partay. And Nifty in 6th. Kevlar then. Oh, there's movement here. What? G-Man's losing positions, I believe. And Duffman then up into 8th, just getting past G-Man. Duffman on the move. Starting to feel it now, starting to get into his groove. I haven't seen him, not seen him on these channels for a while. Used to ride with the World Racing Community. I think he's still in the group, but don't see him on track with them as much as we used to. And I haven't seen him on track for a while, so it's good to see Duffman make a reappearance here on Thingamajig's Racing Channel. G-Man in 9th, Chili D in 10th, and Fiberman is 11th. So Gaz with a nice healthy lead there over Norfolk and Talent, and Norfolk and Talent Has he got past the Dry, or was Dry already third? I think Dry. Whoa! Fordy gets it wrong over the curbs, and I think he gave a little. I don't think he purposely gave a tap to Max, or did Max make his own mistake? So they're very close to each other. Oh, there wasn't contact going in there. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh, lovely spinach there, and Max. I eat my spinach. Max there was just an innocent bystander of that domestic terrorism that Fordy just did. Didn't do it on purpose. I'm joking. He got over the curbs. He went wide, didn't he? Instead of lifting, he kept his foot in, and he spun the bugger and spun it straight into Max on the sticks. That gave us a lovely, lovely spinach. And now he's got some work to do as he goes in on G-Man. He's already passed G-Man once. He made shorter work of it this time around. And now Duffman up into 6th. Kevlar in 5th. Nifty is in 4th. And the Dry is in 3rd. He needs the Dry to make that sort of manoeuvre on Norfolk and Talent. He can't afford Norfolk and Talent to finish this high in the points. And Gaz looking to take the WIN. Ladies and gentlemen, can he do it? We're on lap 7 of 15 here at the Brands of Hatch, and the Gaz, an extremely beautiful drive so far from the Renault driver. Oh, and the sun still setting here at the Brands as these cars race it out for the final time this season, and the Gaz looking to take his win tally to 2, is it? I think, I'm pretty sure I've seen him win 1 this season, as I remember it. But I cover a lot of seasons, and I fall behind a lot. So, dudes, honestly, the sleep that I had, I was trying to stay up Friday. I don't know why. I was on a mission. Oh, it's because I had a couple of things to do, and then by the time I'd got everything done, it was already 1 in the afternoon. And I thought, I can't go to sleep because I had a race to cover Friday night, which I ended up not doing because I got too tired by 3. I was shagged. So I thought, I'll have an hour or 2 on the sofa and I'll feel revitalised enough to stream a race. And nay. I woke up about 7:30, absolutely felt groggy as hell. And I had to ask him if I could do it from the replay. So sometime in the future, we're going to have the Full Throttle Racing back with their touring cars. And I think they're all in the high and dries. Here we got a move coming here with Nifty on the Dry. Oh no. Nifty then taking the position from Dry, and we know what happened last time Dry lost a position. It went to pieces. So Nifty then moving up to 3rd, but Norfolk and Talent, is he going to do a Schumacher on the Talent and just try and take him out? That's his best opportunity, but I know Nifty is not that kind of racer. He's not a filthy like your Schumachers. Gaz is asking a lot from the Renault there as he goes out wide, and it's very tight at the top here in the final race. We're on lap 8 of 15, and it's a humdinger for sure. Norfolk and Talent in 2nd, Nifty in 3rd. Yeah, so I went to bed 7:30. I woke up, had a fag, and then went back to bed, and I slept all the way till 4 this morning. That's why we're getting an early stream. So then I got up about 4ish, mulled around a bit, and then I thought, do you know what? Let's get on with some old streams whilst we can. So, yeah. Gaz then out there in the lead with Norfolk and Talent in 2nd place. The Nifty in 3rd. Dry in 4th with Kevlar in 5th. Kevlar, how far away? He's not in that battle there. And any of these could take the win, it seems. As Gaz, he's the one that feels it most at the moment, getting the purple sector, but Norfolk and Talent very close indeed for Norfolk and Talent. We're riding alongside Norfolk and Talent at the moment as he chases down the big Renault ahead of Gaz. Gaz absolutely lightning fast. And Nifty is on R6. Oh, look at the drive. He's not even used Noz there. That's unbelievable. Norfolk and Talent getting a great drive out of that final corner, and just absolutely propelling himself past the Gaz, who's led this race almost from lap 1. Unbelievable sights we are seeing. Norfolk and Talent flying at the moment. With Gaz slipping down into second. Don't forget Nifty's there as well as the Dry. And any one of these could take the win. But if Gaz is a little bit off the pace here, Nifty's got to get moving pretty darn quick, because he wants to catch up that Norfolk and Talent. Kevlar in fifth. We've lost 40. 32.3. That doesn't seem enough to put him down in 8th place. I'm sure 40 was there. Uh-oh, Gaz and Nifty. Nifty, like I said, he cannot delay. He needs it. His fight is with Norfolk and Talent today, and it's not with the Gaz, and he can't be hanging around behind the Gaz if the Gaz doesn't want to get a move on. So Nifty then up and into 2nd place, and he's got to do some chasing because Norfolk and Talent has already bolted. He's dipped. He is flying. He has bounced. So Nifty has to do a little extra here and close in on Norfolk, as Gaz is in 3rd and the Dry Daldry is 4th, and Daldry then looking to get the move done on the Renault. And Gaz, I don't know what go on. His tyres? Nothing to do with tyres here. Oh, Norfolk and Talent was hanging it out to the widest of lines then. And has that cost him enough for Nifty to get back into this fight? We've got 5 laps to go still. Plenty of time for Nifty to get some work done. And Gaz there does survive against the Dry, but it looked like Daldry really was putting on some pressure. Kevlar under pressure from Max. Max, remember, having a knock. Oh, that's what happened to 40. I do remember what happened to 40. Sorry, 40. Getting a knock off a 40 spin, and now having to make his way back through traffic. So Max on the sticks, fastest man out there at the moment, up to 5th place. But it's a chasm of space between himself and those top 4. But he can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Kevlar in 6th. Duffman in 7th. 40 is 8th with Chili D in 9th. G-Man for Real Fun is in 10th with Fiberman in 11th. And Greavesy we saw having either software, hardware or userware problems and had to bail. So Norfolk is it's a big showdown. It's a championship showdown for 2nd place. It might not be. I'm not sure. Norfolk is in 2nd, but he's got a good 40 points on Nifty. But Nifty has been racking up the points today, but I still don't think it's enough to get by Norfolk. He really needed Norfolk to score very little today. And Norfolk, he's been finishing sort of your 5ths and your 6ths so far. And now he's looking to take the full win, the full deck, and Nifty trying to stop him. But is he just pissing in the wind? We do not know yet. Until the end of the race, and I will read out the final table. Gaz in 3rd with the Dry in 4th. The Dry, there's no Mikey here. Dry recently taking over the JST League. And the leagues are split into 2. And the Dry, I think he'll be promoted into the GTCC League for their next season, because he's up there with the top 4 or 5, isn't he? Max on the sticks in 5th, and we saw 40 have a bit of a moment over the curbs, knock into Max, giving Max a multiple spinach, and he's had to get to work, climbing up the ranks again in the Burtmer work. Kevlar in 6th place. Duffman in 7th. There's 40 in 8th place. G-Man in 9th, but Chili D looks to be closing in on G-Man. G-Man 32.7 last time around. Chili D 32.3, and Chili D does look like he has intentions here on the Burtmer work as he closes in and looks for a little bit of space up the inside, but there is no little bit of space up the inside, and G-Man maintains that 9th place ahead of Chili D. Chili D in the Mazda baby, trying to get some movement on as he goes for the move in a very fast corner. Chili D, oh, why does it cut away, you idiot? G-Man stays ahead of Chili D as G-Man flies through these corners and pulls out a bit of space. on Chili D, who's left his hazards on. 5-man in 11th, and Chili D, can he come back at the word? G-Man's not messing about, you know. So G-Man in that 9th place, but under a huge pressure from the Mazda behind of Chili D. G-Man, see their lap times, then we'll move on. 34.9 for G-Man last time around, a little bit off of his pace. Chili D at 37.6, and again off for Chili D, and that is sealed, that one, with G-Man looking very comfortable in 9th place. Nifty's gone and taken the lead. All right, oh, there you go. Norfolk Talent having a small off there, and Nifty going around the outside, and that's it, sealed your deal, sir. So Nifty then now taking the lead. Nifty has had immense pace, it has to be said, here at Brands Hatch. Took the win in the first round, lost out to Max, who had an impeccable drive in the second round, and now this final third, it's 16th round, 18th round, sorry. Nifty looks to get the win again, but Norfolk has the pace on Nifty. They're both low on NOS. We've only got a couple of laps to go. Gaz, could Gaz scoop it all? He did lead this race for a long while. The Dry in 4th. Max on the sticks too far back now at this point. He knows he's only going to get 5th unless there's a huge fumble from up ahead. Nifty trying to build up a bit of space now between himself and Norfolk and Talent. Gaz in 3rd, the Dry in 4th. Max on the sticks is in 5th place, with Kevlar in 6th, Duffman in 7th, 40 is in 8th place, G-Man in 9th, but Chili D is coming back at him. Chili D fancies it. 35.2 from G-Man last time around. Chili D at 35.2, but he is very close. Chili D. Ooh, late breaks into Druids, and a little bit of contact, but Rubbin is racing. He's gone wide to give G-Man the position back, and it is a skirmish, ladies and gentlemen, down here for 9th and 10th. Is 5-man close enough to... No, he's not. So G-Man and Chili D absolutely duking it out here on the penultimate lap for that single-digit position. Chili D then back up into 9th, but G-Man's side... Oh, no, G-Man slipped in behind, and Chili D then up and into 9th place. And as you were, can G-Man get that back? We'll find out later. 5-man in 11th. Nifty starting his final lap in the lead, ladies and gents. It's all in his own hands. Sorry. And Norfolk and Talent, though, doing enough, I think. That's my call before I've read that table. I think Norfolk and Talent... Ooh, Norfolk and Talent looks like he wants to win here. On the final lap, he's left a little bit of NOS. They've both got similar amounts of NOS left on this final lap. Nifty, can he maintain? Can Norfolk and Talent go back on the attack? Gaz seems to have gapped out from the Dry, and Gaz looks like he's got a slam dunk of a podium here unless he throws it away. The Dry in 4th, Max on the sticks, solid 5th. Kevlar looks safe from Duffman in 7th, and 40 too far back in 8th. Chili D in 9th and getting away from G-Man, and 5-man in 11th. So it's all down to this fight at the front then. The Nifty versus Norfolk and Talent. No Matteo here, who recently took the championship lead away from Norfolk and Talent. So we believe these two, at least Norfolk and Talent can get back ahead and take the championship lead away from Matteo, and the championship win possibly. And Nifty trying to take that as well. But he's on the outside, and Nifty takes the win with Norfolk in 2nd. Gaz finishes in 3rd, ahead of the Dry in 4th. Max on the sticks brings it home in 5th place, with Kevlar in 6th. And Duffman in 7th, 40 in 8th. Chili D comes home in 9th ahead of G-Man. And great little fight from Chili D there we saw in this race. And he gets himself a 9th place finish. Solid. G-Man in 10th and Fiberman bringing it on home in 11th. And that has been a beautiful and fantastic championship, ladies and gentlemen. Given to us, brought to us by the Gentlemen's Road Racing Club. And there goes Fiberman for that 11th. So Nifty finishes at the top, his 2nd win in this round at Brands Hatch. Norfolk and Talent in 2nd, with the Gaz finishing in 3rd. Dry in 4th. Max on the sticks in 5th. Kevlar comes home in 6th, and that's a great drive from Kevlar. It's got to be recognised. Witness me. Duffman in 7th. He held his own in his first race here this season. Good drive from Duffman in machinery. He probably wasn't quite sure of straight away. 40 in 8th. An unfortunate spin, putting 40 back. But other than that, it's not been a bad event here for 40. Chili D in 9th with a great race there with G-Man in this final race at least. Who finished in 10th. And Fiberman in 11th. Not even on the screen. Let's go back and see. There he goes. And we got a better shot than... that'll do. So, Nifty then. Did he do enough to jump Norfolk and Talent? I am going to their final table. Ladies and gentlemen, this is exciting. I honestly haven't looked. And here we go. At the top of the championship, ladies and gentlemen, and the overall winner of this season's Gentlemen's Touring Car Championship is Norfolk and Talent on 265 points, with Nifty coming home in 2nd on 233 points, so he was never really in it, and Matteo finishing in 3rd, unfortunately missing the round, and finishing with 229 points. In 4th, a joint 4th, we have Gaz and Max. I'd imagine on countback, Max being slightly ahead. They both finished the season on 208 points. Then in 6th, we had the dry... Oh, he's not in the JST. Sorry, I thought he was in the JST, but he's just in his own little colour. 6th for the dry on 173 points. He finished ahead of 40, who finished in 7th on... 164 points. Then we have Kevlar taking the win of the JST League. Interesting. I didn't see that coming. So Kevlar on 162 points. Mikey in 2nd of that league on 132 points. Then we have Chili D in 3rd on 126 points. Then G-Man finishing in 4th on 106 points. Chili, no, hang on, no, 106 points. Yeah, 106 points. 86 points for Fiberman. Yeah, in 6th. Then we have Oban. Says he's finished in 7th, but he hasn't, of the other league, because 40 did. It's 8th for Oban on 64 points. Then in the JST League in 6th is Greavesy. 7th was Top Taffy and Willie Wynn in 8th. Duffman finished 9th in the GTCC League, and Apricot Charlie finished in 9th for the JST League. So that was the GTCC Season 3, ladies and gentlemen, and it was an absolute banger. Huge congratulations to Kevlar for the JST League win. And
have a great day, mate.
And a huge congratulations to Norfolk and talent. Well done. Superb driving all season long. Razorback saying, have a great day, mate. Peace and love. Oh, thank you, Razorback. Thank you for hanging out with me, man. It was really nice to have you here. I appreciate you. Yes, I'm going to chat to Amtrak about what's going on, but I honestly think I'm going to be scaling back January and February because, like I said, work's told me they own me. They own me, and we need to build a car. So, yeah, it looks like it's going to be quiet January and February here at Thingamajig Racing Channel. Please stick with me. I'll be back. Honestly, I'll be back. Bigger and better than before. Okay. Well, a huge heartfelt thank you to the Gentlemen's Road Racing Club for allowing me to cover such a fantastic season and for organising such a fantastic season. A huge thank you to all of our pilots that show up week in, week out to do battle. I know they're doing it for themselves for selfish reasons, but I appreciate them anyway because they put on such a super show. And then a huge thank you to you guys out there that view. I appreciate you all. You are. I don't ask you to like or subscribe. That's your decision to do as you wish, and I appreciate that. Free choice, and I don't push agendas. So I have no agenda anyway. I'm not looking to be a YouTube star anyway. I don't care what you do. I just do this for the fun and the frolic. So as you were, thank you anyway for turning up. It's ridiculous that you do, because I think I'm annoying as hell, my voice and the schnizzle I say, but you guys don't mind it, so I appreciate that. I'm rambling. It's time to say Tiru, peace and love, peace and love. I'll be back.